Hello, everybody. It is Friday, and that means it's time for another topic of the week. Last week was the things I love about Games Workshop, and despite how easy it would be for a lot of people to be negative about such a subject, I was thrilled, absolutely thrilled at all the positive responses we got. I think it was great to acknowledge all the wonderful hours and everything that we've had from that company and everything that all it's brought to our life. And I linked all of those videos into the original video, which as always will be linked down below this video. So you can go there and watch them all. They're really awesome. And thank you very much to everybody who contributed and commented as always. That out of the way, let's get to this week's topic of the week. So, we're here, truly now on the eve. It really is Age of Sigmar Eve, I suppose. So mark that on your calendar. Age of Sigmar Eve. Independence Day in America, nothing. Age of Sigmar Eve. Um, and I was talking with Doom and Darkness, and he said, hey, why don't you do a sort of celebration of 8th edition as we're here at the twilight of it, and just talk about some fun things. Maybe do a top 5. And I said, hey, I'm always a fan of high fidelity. Top 5 it is. If there's one thing I think if you're watching this, you probably agree with me on, and it's fairly a non-controversial statement, is that we have all had a lot of fun with 8th edition. Now, if you're going to keep having fun with it, that's cool. I probably will too. If you're going to play some Age of Sigmar, that's cool. I probably will too. That's all good. That's not what I want to discuss here. So I don't want to talk about the future and what we're doing for a moment. Let's all catch our breath for a second and let's look back and let's do the top 5 somethings you loved about 8th edition. So that could be your top 5 armies, right? Like in power level or that were fun to play. It could be your top 5 fluff elements or stories or whatever. Top 5 fluffy things. It could be your sorry, I'm looking down at my notes here. It could be your top 5 units that you thought were really awesome. It could be your top 5 moments from your own games, just the best moments that stick out in your mind. Or you could do what I'm about to do, and that is your top 5 models of 8th edition. So, top 5 8th edition models. That's what I'm going to do. So, or you could, by the way, do multiples of these together. I think it'd be awesome. Whatever you like. But let's get to what I'm going to do. So, I am going to now show you my top 5 models. If I was smart, I would like mix in a PowerPoint slide and stuff, but I'm not going to do that. I just have them sitting here in front of me and I'm going to hold them up because that's the kind of operation I'm running here. So, let's start out here. Number 5 would be the Big Gorgon. You can see mine is converted to use all 6 arms because if they're going to give me 6 arms, I'm going to use all 6 arms. Let's not be ridiculous. I love this guy. You can see he has a little Beastman riding him too. I think he's just a beautiful model. I think he's awesome. I don't care that he's worthless on the table. When I decided to really start seriously modeling and focusing on painting and such, this is the first big model I did. And I love him still to this day. I think he's fantastic. So yeah, there you go. Number 5, the Gorgon. Beautiful. Shame about him on the table, but that does not in any way diminish how amazing this model is. Number 4, a very humble fig. The Sisters of the Thorn. These stags, you can see again, this one has slightly converted antlers, but these big stags with the girls in this action pose, just absolutely beautiful models. One of my, sorry, I'm watching it on my screen here too. That's really rude. One of my favorite models that's ever been done for an individual unit model. I just think they're absolutely gorgeous. And they're so much fun to paint, and they're so action-oriented. This is some of the best plastics that have ever been put out for a unit model that's like a non-character model. Just gorgeous. So that's number 4. Number 3, or whichever you prefer, is a big boy. Mr. Terrorgeist. Look at this beautiful thing. I'm not talking about my paint job. You can like that or hate that. I don't care. I'm just saying this model is absolutely fantastic. Here's mine. He's sticking on a little pyramid. And yeah, I love this dude. I love his big, beautiful wings. I love his little screamy face. You know, just what a great model. You can see mine's been converted a little bit to be Chimerian Terrorgeist because, you know, I'm Tomb Kings until I die, baby. And yeah, so there you go. That's my number 3. I love, again, the dynamism of the wings. They just absolutely fantastic model to paint and put together. Number 2, I'm going to cheat a little, but that's okay because this person came out pretty much during the time period of 8th edition. It's technically a Forge World model, but still, it's an 8th edition model, and that is the Keeper of Secrets. She is maybe my favorite character model of all time. In fact, she is my favorite character model of all time. She is beautiful. The Keeper is exactly what the Greater Demon of Slaanesh should look like. This is absolutely fantastic. We can see the little elf flaying himself there. A lot of fun. I love this model. I loved painting this model. I would do 10 more of these models because they're so much fun. And she is just an absolute masterpiece that came out of Forge World. And really, like, the normal actual little crab claw, ugly cowhead anteater should just shrivel up and die in embarrassment at his lack of comparison to this amazing girl. So there you go, number 2. And the number 1 for me model of Warhammer 8th edition. Well, was there any doubt? There can be only one. Da-da-da-da, yes, the War Kitty. I love him in the game. I love making him. I love the look. I love what you can do with him. I love how you can convert him. I have 5 of them, 6 of them on the way, another one on the way. I love these things. They are my favorite things. I can't wait to see what their rules are in the next edition tomorrow. Or tonight, whatever. I absolutely love this guy. The little kitty is so fantastic. He's just such a fun model to paint. He's got exactly the right detail that you can do a ton of different things with him. War Kitty. The War Sphinx, to be more accurate. I love him in this version. Put a Tomb Prince on there. He's a fantastic character mount. I mean, what a great looking character mount. War Kitty, always number 1 in my heart. I love him. So there you go, folks. That's my topic of the week. My top 5 things that I love. I love these models. I love making models. I'm excited to see all the new models, but there's so many great ones that were in 8th edition. I want to see what your top 5 of 8th edition are. So make your videos. I'll find them or send them to me. I will link them down below. As always, this video will contain links to all the topics of the week videos that are made. So thank you very much to everybody again for all the great videos last week. I look forward to seeing more content from you no matter what you're making, what you're playing. Let's see some content. I just love watching people play games and interacting with this community. I've seen a lot of great positive responses over the last week from our community, and that makes me so happy because this community is absolutely fantastic and truly a thing that motivates me every day. So thank you to everybody, and as always, see you next time.